Nitro Gang, welcome to Thursday night Nitro. Now today, it's not just nitros, guys, okay? I'm gonna tell you something. We have two electrics for your enjoyment today. But they're not just any regular electrics, guys. They happen to be truly sickening vintage electrics, okay? Anybody could go out and buy any modern Arma. You could go buy the Traxxas Haas. You could go buy the Rustler 4x4. Those don't even matter, okay? You want me to tell you what matters? Let me show you what this is. Now, some of you might know what it is. And if you do, I'm proud of you guys, okay? Let me make sure I just say hello to everyone that's in the stream here before we start talking about the super sickening HPI that this actually is. We got Buggies and Truggies Go Fast RC channel member Tom Doers. I just saw Earl Moorhead over here. He's talking about the T-Max Classic with that sickening clack transmission that it has, which is basically meant to protect it. I see we got Albert Jimenez, JJ Jameson. All right, I just saw NitroGang Queen Melissa in the stream earlier. She might show up tomorrow to a live. I don't know. You guys tell me if you want to see her. We'll put her in, okay? We'll put her in. You want to see her? Maybe she'll show up. We got all of the chicks in the house. How you doing? We got John Aragundi. How you doing? John Aragundi, I'm glad to see you here. And of course, we got Manuel Maldonado. It looks like everyone is coming in here slowly. Today is Thursday. You know, this week, Monday Night Nitro was canceled. The reason it was canceled was I can't get into it right now, okay? If I get into it now, I'll never be able to get out of it. Now, that could mean basically anything, okay? Maybe I was binge watching a new Korean show on Netflix. You guys noticed that lately on Netflix, almost all of the top-rated shows are dubbed into English, but they're actually Korean? I think they figured out it's cheaper to tape in Korea. Nothing wrong with that. I like all of them, okay? You know, we're talking about Squid Game. We're talking about all those other shows. There's a ton of them now, and they're all highly addictive. Can't believe it. All right, now, for everyone that is just coming in, you guys know what this is? Now, I'll tell you something. People say, hybrid, you don't know anything about electrics. Don't ever say that to me, you know, because I drive a freaking hybrid, which is partially electric, all right? And I also have a ton of vintage sickening electrics. This is one of them. The body, no one cares about the body, okay? It's all about what's under the body. Now, did you guys see I put twin motor Savage? Well, hold on, I put dual motor Savage in the title to this video. The thing is, there has never been an original non-factory kit, you know, like a ready-to-run dual motor Savage. Now, the fact that some people argue, is an electric motor considered a motor or is it considered an engine? What is it considered? It doesn't matter. My claim is this is the world's only ever true ready-to-run dual motor Savage. Now, it's true, this is actually quite a departure from the regular Savage. And there were kits you can buy called the Twinzilla to make a Nitro Savage into a dual motor Savage. Thing is, they were not factory ready to run. So that claim doesn't count. This, my dudes, should we take a look under the shell? Check this out. Oh, I threw that body too far. Shit, I hope it's okay. I threw it too far. Let me show you this, guys. Now, I know some people will be like, hey man, that's an electric. Why are you showing this to us? The thing is, it doesn't matter. We respect all RCs, okay? I only make fun of armor strip diffs because they never learn, okay? If they learned, I would stop it. I'm just kidding around, guys. Actually, this is a very original, super rare HPI E-Savage. If you take a look at it, yes, it has the formula of the regular Savage. Do you know what I mean by that? What do I mean by the formula of a regular Savage? Let me go to these comments and we will talk about the formula of a Savage. Now, the Savage formula is quite easy. Just like Chinese food formula, it's quite easy. You take a vegetable, you take a type of meat, and you put some rice to it. You got chicken and broccoli with fried rice. That's very easy. Taco Bell formula, I know it by heart. You take some seasoned beef, some cheese, some type of, shell, Boom, you got yourself a freaking taco. There you go. We got velocity of speed over here. Now, off the chicks with a good comment. She goes, twin vertical plates. That's right, guys. So, these are real twin vertical aluminum plates. Oh, I see we got Kevin trapping over here. Okay. NitroGang Queen Melissa might be appearing on tomorrow's stream depending on whether I have to binge watch any more Netflix shows tomorrow. So right now I'm taking a little break from a show called, you guys want me to tell you what I'm watching right now? Why not? I'll tell you what I'm watching. By the way, are you liking the NitroGang grapes coming in? I could show you some of them. You guys want me to show you some of the grapes? And by the way, before everyone thinks I'm talking too much about this, let me tell you what else is going to go on. I'm going to open up the 15FE motor in this HPI Nitro RS4 original. Never been looked at, never been, I think, run. We're going to take a look at the damn motor. Oh, we got Oscar Oquendo. What's up? Oscar Oquendo recently just posted some sickening pictures of the world's only Often Twin Titan that I worked on. Okay, well, I haven't worked on more than one, so my claim is true. Now, in the back is the sickening Traxxas 4-tec. And guys, I'm going to tell you something. We're going to run this today, okay? I'm going to run this today. I did a lot of work to it. In a little while, before the sun goes down, I guarantee you, we're going to go to the street and we're going to run this. It's electric, so it's going to be quiet. I don't have to be yelling. Now, what show am I watching on Netflix right now? People want to know, right? This is a great show. So Stranger Things, I binge watched that. It's over. Season 4, we're done with that, right? NitroGang Queen Melissa and I, you know, we laid in bed over there, cuddled a little bit, some snuggling, of course, going on. You know, we had a little bowl of popcorn. Of course, I was eating Pringles. I like Pringles. And before you knew it, Stranger Things was over. But let me tell you what I'm actually watching now. I'm actually watching this show called Vincenzo. Vincenzo. So the plot, are you ready for this? The plot is quite sickening. It's a Korean lawyer, well, no, hold on, it's an Italian lawyer that's actually Korean. And he's in the mafia. Vincenzo. The show's name is Vincenzo. Get this, an Italian lawyer that's actually Korean. Freaking alternate dimension universe shit going on over here, guys. Anyway, back to the Savage. You guys ever seen anything like this in your world or what? Not many people have this, okay? Not many people have this. This is actually HPI's answer to, take a guess, the Emax. This is their answer to the, we got Monte Motorsports. He goes, hey, at Hybrid, how you doing, man? I'm glad to see everyone is showing up in here. We got RC, Robert, Sepulveda. Okay, he goes, you can't kill it. That's right, guys. Ozark goes, Matt Von Olsen. I watched that also. That show is great. I watched all of it. I wish they would come back with more. All right. Sickening, man. I gotta tell you, these Netflix Korean shows, man, like Squid Game, there's like some other one, All of Us Are Dead. They're basically all the same exact actors. It's all the same actors. There must be a very limited pool of Korean actors. The pool must be like super shallow, okay? All right, we got 25 likes. So you guys, you know, I'm not here to beg for likes. Like it, don't like it. My life ain't gonna change. Well, actually, I might demotivate myself and go watch Netflix right after this and just forget it. Black Mirror RC, I saw all of that too. Pretty great show. Okay, you know what? Something about life. You watch some Netflix shows, you forget about all of your problems, whatever they might be. And some people have a lot of them. I'm on that list. All right, now, what do you guys think about this? Unfortunately, I can't run this right now because guess what? It's got Tamiya connectors and we need 2 6-cell packs. I don't have them right now, so I can't run this. But if you want to see a video of this on my channel, there's like 2 videos where I crushed some WL toys. Okay, I crushed WL toys with this, basically bought like 2 WL toys. I drove right over them and destroyed them. I'm not even kidding, guys. The vintage HPI E-Savage. Very few people even know this exists, and you can say this is the world's only factory ready to run dual motor Savage. These are 550 size motors. So exactly like the original Emax. 2 motors are paired up to 1 single controller. And also, obviously, you're running dual side packs over here. Here, where the batteries go, it's quite sickening. Okay, I might run this in the future. I don't know. It's quite original. It's a single speed, unlike the freaking unlike the Emax, which is a 2-speed. This really could have used the 2-speed. HPI really let me down with that one. I'll tell you that, guys. I'll tell you that, guys. Now, enough about this. We have to get going. All right. Pretty great body over here. This is the El Camino body. I'm pretty sure this was meant to be for the larger Savage, because on this one it looks a little funny. I see we got a question here. What scale is it? So this is a 10th scale. Actually, quite interesting that the old E-Savage, this is the first E-Savage it's called, it was actually smaller than the real Nitro Savage. Okay, the wheels are super rare. Hot Bodies wheels also. I see it says Hot Bodies. At this time, HPI and Hot Bodies were pretty much hanging out together in bed watching Netflix. Okay, they were doing a lot of snuggling together in bed. Well, actually, that was before Netflix. So I guess they were watching, I guess, Jackass at this time. They were probably watching Jackass. I don't know. It doesn't matter what they were watching. I have a video of me crushing like a couple of RCs on this channel. So you could find it. The video got like 200 views. I might re-release it, reload it, I don't know. Actually, I have tons of videos that almost nobody watched. It's a damn shame because no one even knows these things exist. If you're like an HPI collector, you probably do. But otherwise, outside of that circle, guarantee you nobody even knows about her, okay? Now, Eric Buga goes, rip it, run it, please. I can't run it right now, I don't have batteries for it. But there is a running video of this where I crushed some WL toys. So you should check it out, man, okay? So let me get rid of this one for now. If people want to see a little bit more about it, I'll talk about it in the future, all right? Now, moving on, guys, moving on. Okay. Joe Hutchinson goes, renting Redbox DVDs. Oh, man, I remember that. I don't think I ever tried that. I remember years ago when the first Netflix came out. Remember, guys, you had to, like, get an actual DVD and through the mail, and then you had to send it back. Those were the days, man. Anyway, I'm gonna give you an option. Next option, we got the HPI Nitro 3 chassis with this body that is very poorly mounted, and we also got the 4-tec. What should we talk about first? Now, I need to run the 4-tec, but there's actually a lot of stuff to talk about when it comes to this one in particular, right? Now, this is the only Nitro on this show right now, guys. This is the original 4-tec. Tom Doers goes 4-tec 1.0. Yeah, this is the first electric 4-tec from 1997. All right, this is history right here, bro, history. Okay, with the box. You guys see the box? Look at the box. Sickening box over here. Okay. Before we run the 4-tec, I'm going to give you guys a close-up view of what I done to it with a little bit of a better camera angle. All right, you guys want to see a better camera angle or not? You let me know. You want to see it or, you know? No, right. So this is actually quite an interesting car. I'll show you why in a minute. Here we go, guys. Here we go. We got Rob Brain in the house and Michael Norris. Thank you all for joining me on Thursday Night Nitro. You know, this week, Monday Night Nitro was canceled due to me binge watching Netflix. It might go on indefinitely. Manuel Maldonado is here, goes, take her top off. Let's do it. We're gonna on top everybody. No matter who's on the show tomorrow, top's coming off. All right. Kellen's Automotive is here. What's up, brother? All right, guys. So this is the 4-tec. I washed the body. The body is quite sickening. It looks like the owner really destroyed the way he cut this out right here. So check this out, guys. I've done a lot of stuff to it, and we're going to run it today. I'm not playing around. Oh, hold on. Damn wire. The wire always gets... I have to tape the wire. Okay, 1 second here. What's up, Dan? Why? Okay, hold on, guys. I got to take off damn wire or it gets caught. All right, here we go. So the body, super clean, right? Traxxas 4-tec original body with the original box. You know, today, there's really not many people that appreciate vintage RCs on YouTube. The reason is that there's really no, like, YouTube money in this. Check out the super simple chassis. Honestly, when I say simple, I don't actually mean it's that simple. It's kind of genius. Okay, we got the star of the show, the mechanical rotary speed control, guys. We're going to run this. This is a legitimate 3-speed. So the way the system works, the servo moves this rotary dial, kind of like a clock face, like a watch face, and it has traces. I would show it to you now, but I want to run it first. This in the back is a heat sink. So what happens is you connect the battery. Now in my case, check this out, guys. I soldered myself on a freaking Dean's connector. That's right, I know how to solder. All right, Dean's connector, because let's face it, I want to run a 2S LiPo. So let's get a 2S LiPo in this. Right over here. 2S LiPo, guys. We're going to stick it in there. We're going to close that door up. Pretty genius and clever battery tray design, actually. It's so genius, I have a hard time closing it. That's how freaking genius it is. Yep, Joe Hutchinson goes. He was there in 97 when it came out. Yeah, bro, this is an original 1997 Traxxas 4-tec with the 20-turn Stinger motor. Freaking sickening, guys. So what do you think about that? We're going to run it right now. Okay? Now, let me clean my camera here a little. A little chassis overview before we actually run it. Mechanical speed control. You know what? I think we should do a demonstration of the power. You guys want to see a little demonstration? I got to somehow raise it off the ground, though. Okay, I got it. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you how the 3-speed works. This is actually a 3-speed, believe it or not. Okay. So, we got ourselves the original radio, the TQ radio. The only bad thing I notice, there's no freaking dual rate on this. It's just a regular Traxxas TQ radio. Although I gotta say, the foam is comfortable. The antenna is super enormous, right? Look at that antenna. You can go to war with this in medieval times. Okay? All right, I'm gonna connect it, guys. Now I've connected it. Now we need to connect the battery. Once I connect the battery, you're gonna understand how this mechanical speed control works. So, people that are new to vintage RC electric cars, you probably have never seen a servo control a speed controller, have you? Well, we got ourselves a servo. By the way, I had to swap out the servos. We're now running the Traxxas 2055 servos on the top and for the steering as well. They were both completely dead. There was nothing I could do to restore them. It was impossible. Okay, guys, are we ready for a little connection? I'm going to connect it. Now, the only bad thing is there's no power switch. So if it's kind of running, it's going to go, you know, kind of high throttle. Okay, I've connected the power. Earl Moorhead goes Atari remote control. That's right, bro. Okay, I've connected it. Check this out. I'm going to show you the electronic systems. Steering, 2055 servo. I've noticed the steering angle is kind of terrible for some reason. Like the steering angle is actually quite bad. Look at like this wheel over here. It's barely really moving. Look at that. The adjustments for the turnbuckle seem okay. By the way, the early 4-tecs came with ball differentials front and back. The diffs are extremely smooth. They're smooth like margarine. I'm not going to say butter, but we'll say margarine. Okay, this is a heatsink. All right, guys, I'm going to hit the throttle. Right now, it's very hot outside, so I constantly have my air conditioner going on over there. Okay, so while the AC is off, we could probably listen to the 3-speed. So what's going to happen is we're going to press throttle. I think you guys can hopefully hear it. It might not be that obvious the way the audio. Here we go. So this is first speed. There is no modulation. Even when I press the throttle just a little bit, let's see. You see that? The slight movement from the controller? The servo is moving it. That's where it's getting the power from. I'm going to press it more. It'll go to the second trace. Second trace. That's mid-speed, and now we're gonna go a little more. It'll go to third gear. Watch this. Third speed, baby. All right, third gear. And now we're gonna press it off. Now, the problem with this is, okay, the heatsink isn't that hot yet. We have to run it a little bit. Eventually, some of the excess heat will go to the heatsink here in the back. But this is literally a mechanical speed control. Now, let me tell you something that's a little bit negative about it, guys. There are no brakes. So what happens is, if you apply, let's say, reverse or brakes, right? Watch this. I'm going to do it really slowly. It instantly goes into reverse. There are no brakes. So let's say you're going forward. You're going forward. And then you go reverse, brakes. It just instantly goes to reverse. What that means is you're going to have a spin out. If you drive straight and you apply brakes, there are no brakes. It instantly just goes to reverse. But that's just one of those gimmicky ways that rotary, or sometimes called mechanical speed controls, work. By the way, look at this cool cable tie. I noticed it was included. I'm not sure if anybody knows if this is original to the 4-tec or not. The way they have the cable management done is beautiful. It's like a little reusable twist lock thing going on over here. I honestly really like this touch. This really made my day. Also, the turning angle radius isn't that good, and the steering, I would say, compared to modern Traxxas, is kind of sloppy. Okay, these are original Proline V-Rage tires, or V-Groove, I think they're called. No, V-Rage, yeah. You could see the box right here. It says Proline V-Rage tires. Sickening, right, guys? Yeah, back in the day, you know, Traxxas was really part of that racing culture. I gotta tell you, it was. All right, we're going to run it a little bit. Let me just adjust the body post here. I don't know whether we should run it with the body or without. What do you guys think? Body, no body. Sometimes you got no body in this life, but you still gotta run it, right? It's okay. You always got binge. You can always binge watch Netflix. Velocity of Beast says with the body. All right, let's. We're gonna listen to you, bro. We're gonna listen to you. Okay, let me get the body on here. By the way, the whole time this car is on, did you guys see how this mechanical speed control actually works? So basically, the servo moves it, and then it connects like two metal traces, and that's how it gets power to the motor. Now, what happens is it uses all of the power from the battery. Let's say in first gear, it uses 1/3, sends 2/3 to the back as a heat sink. You know, it's basically a resistor here in the back. Like, they call it a heat sink. Some people refer to this as sugar cubes. But I'm not gonna do that. So let me have a little over here. Okay, guys. I hope nothing bad happens, because technically, if this mechanical speed control somehow gets stuck, it's going to be engaged all the time in whatever throttle state that it's in. So that's kind of a problem with controllers like this. But I'll tell you something. We have a possible upgrade in the future, guys. This is a very rare motor that was donated to my channel. Rebuildable end bell with adjustable motor timing, made by Yokomo. Okay? That's right. People say I don't know anything about electrics. Guys, I was there in the forefront when the first HPI RS4 rally came out. Okay? Get real, all right? Let me get the body mounted and we're gonna go. It's gonna be sickening. I just hope nothing bad happens. Joe Hutchinson goes, mechanical speed controls are all we had. Yeah, man, that's since the 70s, that's what people had. I know. That's why I'm trying to run as vintage as possible, okay? Tom Doers goes T-Max in a 4-tec. That's actually the whole goal here. We're going to make this the ultimate 4-tec T-Max clone, okay? Well, it's not really a clone because it's real. We don't got to clone nothing. It's not like we're coming out with a new fit scale Arma that's just a copy of something else. All right, so it looks like this body is a little bit, let me adjust the body a little bit. It's crooked. All right. I haven't actually checked the way the body sits yet. Okay. Manuel Maldonado. Yeah, it goes Yokomo Parade Party. Sickening. So far, the only mod I've made on this is I soldered on the Dean's connector so far. And get on here. Of course, when you solder connectors, your wires kind of stick out. All right, it should be good. It's very important that nothing obstructs the mechanical speed control, because if something obstructs the mechanical speed control, it'll get stuck. It'll be a runaway, and it's gonna be a bad time for me. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put some body clips on it, and we'll try to go run it. Okay, I can't guarantee nothing. This is actually my first run of this, and I'm happy you guys are here. You know, even though this is an electric, I think it's an interesting RC because mechanical speed controls, like, people don't even know they exist. Now, people don't know a lot of things exist, but we like this hobby. That's why I'm trying to bring you entertainment like this. Here we go. All right, whatever. I'm not gonna put on the third body clip. All right, electronics work. Let's just check the system here. Okay, we got power, baby. What do you think about that? All right. Now, someone's smoking out here. All right, guys, we ready to go? I gotta take this camera thing somehow, and then we're gonna go run it on my street. We basically have to go quick because it's gonna get dark soon. Okay, just checking, okay? All right. We got a question here from RC Opinion West Midland. Goes, thoughts on the Hyper 7? Well, man, you know, the Offna Hyper 7 is one of the best buggies ever made in the world. You know, trust me, you know. Earl Moore goes, let's see that 18 miles per hour. You know what, man? We're gonna find out right now. This is not like a real fast speed run, you know. First of all, handling characteristics, I'm not very confident with it, to be honest with you. So let's go see what we got, man. I'm gonna hope that the video quality is fine. As I walk around, it gets a little blurry, but when I put it down, it'll be okay. By the way, there's giant grapes in there already. You see that, guys? Giant grapes. We're gonna make grape wine for the haters. Right? I'm gonna send it out to some of the channel members as well. I'm gonna send you a little vial of NitroGang grape juice. I'm not playing around. Okay, let's go, my dudes. Whoa, going on a field trip. All right, field trip time. Oh, man. I'll tell you this, though. My neighbors, they're going to be happy I'm not burning nitro today because, you know what? I don't really care what they think. Oh, man. It's a nice, quiet day today. Very quiet. Okay, let me set up over here, my dudes. Oh, looks like my tripod is broken. We're getting ready to run. Mechanical speed control, 1997. Electric 4-tec. World's first. Arma might come out with something that resembles a turd. We're gonna run a 97 Traxxas with a super sickening shiny body. All right? That's right. Let me adjust the camera here. It appears my tripod is actually mostly broken. It's very depressing. That is. I have it held down by zip ties right now, guys. Okay, I'm going to, as I run it, the thing is I have to stay in front of the camera like this. Let me run it a little bit and we'll adjust some of the angles. Okay, here we go, guys. I'll try to tell you what speed it's in, but you basically won't be able to hear it. There are 3 different traces on the mechanical speed control kind of gears. So we'll just see. Hopefully there's no runaway, and if there is, well, we'll see what we got going on. Here we go. First gear. So basically there's no controlling of speed. It just goes that speed all the time. Whoa, first speed. So let me just run it normally. let me show you guys. Actually, let me move this camera out a little bit more to the street so we can see a little bit better. All right, you guys tell me how the audio is. All right, we're just gonna drive it normally. Today was garbage collection day, so all these idiots didn't put their trash cans away. Oh, actually, neither did I. Sick. All right, here we go. So first gear, that's first speed. It's actually a little bit fast in first speed. No signal loss, I'm gonna come back. Okay, guys, I'm a little bit far now. I'm gonna come back. Second speed, third speed. Whoa, that was a little quick over there. Oh man, I gotta say, third gear is fast. I'm gonna come past us. Wow, that was actually quite fast. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I can't see all of the comments as you're kind of writing over here, so I need to get a little bit of a better perspective. But guys, I gotta tell you, and when it hits the third speed trace, it's fast. All right. Yeah, it's a 1/10 scale, so it's a small 1/10 scale. These are actually 190 millimeter bodies. All right, 190 millimeter bodies. Let me get a little bit more to the center of the street. I will try to do a little bit of a better run for us. I'm gonna start from the other direction, guys, all right? And you're gonna observe the car. Okay, here we go. Whoa! We need to speed test this. Drives nice. Well, guys, what do you think about that? You know, I gotta tell you, it's actually quite fast. Now, when you're running a nitro, I gotta tell you, this I think has the capacity to hit close to maybe 30 miles per hour. The thing is, when you're driving this, you can't really press the brakes because there is no brakes, right? So when you basically driving it, like, you know, when you apply even a little bit, it just goes into reverse. That's how mechanical speed controls work. But it's one of those learning curves, okay? The question is, how hot is that? It's okay. All right, what I wanna do, I wanna see if the motor is hot. Oh man, the motor is not even, the motor is fine. I could touch it normally, okay? Let me touch the heatsink on the, whoa! Oh my God, I burned my finger. So the heatsink over there on the inside, you guys saw it before. Whoa. Super hot. I could probably cook an egg on this. If you guys know, I cook eggs on RCs, okay? I've done it several times, right? And I will continue to do it forever, right? And I gotta say, the driving of this car, other than the fact that, you know, it's a mechanical speed control, so if you actually upgrade this to a proper electronic ESC, it will be good. Often the chicks goes with a question, what if you hit the brakes just a little? Let me show you. So the brakes, if I do it super slow on the radio, watch this. Super slow. There are no brakes. So basically what happens is, unless you really gently like go like this a little bit, it's just going to apply reverse and it's gonna spin out. You know, also these tires are kind of old, but they're very good, right? So I gotta say, man, this car handled, it was fast. When it hits third trace over here, it's good. Manuel Maldonado goes, is it curry man hot? It's definitely hot, it's spicy. And smells like trash everywhere right now, guys. We haven't had like garbage collection in a while. It's pretty much like a sickening heat wave here in New York City. You know, it just so happened that every single holiday has been like on a Monday lately. And they collect trash here on a Monday. We haven't had trash collection. Today is like the first day. So like a bunch of garbage juice leaked out of like the trash bins over here. Check it out. You see that? It's my trash bin. A lot of garbage juice leaked out of it, and now it smells quite bad. I'm actually getting a little bit sick over here. Now, nice car, but I'll tell you this. If you're going top speed, braking with this, not an option. You want to come to a regular stop normally, because there legit are no brakes. It's like, let's say you're driving an electric RC. Normally, when you're driving a regular electric, what happens is, you know, you apply the brakes, you have brakes. The reverse doesn't actually engage until you first stop. Here, it's just, see ya, all right? Now, I can show you guys a little bit more of, you know, wheel speed with the third gear. So listen to this. We're gonna do it slowly. First gear, well, not gear, speed. 1, 2, 3. You can hear the difference, okay? You can hear a difference. RC goes, bad idea, strip a gear. Yeah, so these cars also do not have slipper clutches. It's a direct drive system, and they have ball diffs. Also, if you notice the white gear, that seems to be a Durlin gear. So at this time, Traxxas was super heavy into, well, before this, into racing. You know, they had some pretty rare race platforms. Then they said, you know what? We're gonna sell the T-Max forever. And they still do, okay? All right, now guys, you know, I'll eventually do a more dedicated video to this, but, you know, just a little bit of a first run with a mechanical speed control. Personally, I find this stuff a little bit interesting because, like, no one else is gonna do this. You know what I mean? Because it's not NitroGang approved, you know? Come on, we drove a car with no electronic speed control, all right? Now, we got a question from Often Chicks. How are the analog servos with that 8.4 LiPo in it? No problem. So, obviously, the voltage comes from the original 2-channel Traxxas AM receiver, which is over here. So, it's really the receiver that's sending a constant voltage to the servos, right? That's powering the servos. And these are the 2055 servos. The original 2018s did not work. They were dead in this model. So the 2055 are fine. Like, everything is good. Even, like, you know, I replaced both servos because they were dead. All right. Steering. Look at that steering. Steering is crazy. All right. Fast, right? I wouldn't say that the turning radius is good because it's not good. It's bad. Okay, we got a question here. Yeah, Matt Von Olsen goes, white gear looks like it has adjustment for slip. No, I looked at it already. That's just the way that it's like mated. That's not an actual slipper clutch. It might look like it. There's no slipper pads or material on it at all. Trust me, I looked at it. All right, guys, let's go back. Disconnected. Test drive is over. Obviously, we need a more detailed run on this. And it's time to open up the engine of a Nitro, okay? You thought I was gonna have a NitroGang live with only electrics? No, come on. Let's get real here, guys. All right, that's not gonna happen. All right, what'd you guys think? You know, this is 1997 technology. It's not that bad, okay? It could have been worse. All right, Tom Doers goes RS4 3 time. Yeah. All right, I am back now. Let me set up here. I gotta turn the system off. Connect back to our light source and continue, so to say. Okay, guys, hold on a second over here. All right, I am back. Okay, guys, let me turn everything off here. This was just a demonstration of this 4-tec. You know, I did a lot of work to it. It ran fine. Like, you can't kill it, you know. It's a hobby grade RC. Whoa, the speed control is hot. I got a temp gauge here. Let me test it quick. All right, so even after it cooled off, it's 111 degrees. And that is after all of this running. That's the temperature of the resistor right here. Okay, so it's over 100 degrees. Obviously, the mechanical speed control does have many limitations, right? Don't get me wrong. There's more limitations here than a first date. That's how it is, guys. That's how vintage stuff is. But I'll tell you this, no signal loss, nothing bad happened. Like, it's fine, you know. All right. Brad Woods, how you doing? Brad Woods goes his new A-Main new 3.3 motor shipped from A-Main. Awesome, bro. I'm happy, man. Make Nitro great again. One motor at a time sometimes, right? Although it's better when it's two, but that's fine. Okay, let me continue here. We still have a lot of stuff to do, guys. By the way, today's highlight of the day, we have a highlight vehicle of the day. It's a selected special RC, and I want you guys, if you know, if you want, I'm not telling you, to buy it. People often ask me, what's a good RC to buy? Other than Traxxas, I got a good RC to buy. Let me show you. So if you go right under this video, I'm gonna scroll down. I put over here a link directly to it. NitroGang deal, the Serpent RTR buggy. So, you know, click it, you get the Serpent RTR buggy. This is what you get. $479 in stock right now, ships within a day. I have a model that is similar to this, a little bit of a slightly older one though. You know, look at this. It's sickening. Comes ready to run. Now, some people, you know, it's pretty good. I know a viewer here, Manuel Maldonado, has it. He bought it because basically I told him to buy it, and he, you know, was buggy the year of the buggy. He said it's one of his favorite buggies. Okay, $479. It's a great buggy. It's a Serpent. Serpent is a great race brand history. Unfortunately, you know, the old models had Novorossi motors. I'm convinced this is still Novorossi, but you know, it obviously isn't the logo anymore. Anyways, get it at A-Main, $479. If you want like a sickening buggy that almost nobody has, this is the one you want. Now, let's come back to our video here, and we will continue. All right, guys. All right, let me show you what we got going on here. This is an HPI Nitro RS4 3. In fact, I don't know if I've probably told many people this. This was my first ever Nitro RC when I first got into the hobby. Not this exact one, but a very, well, actually exactly the same one. Different body. It was a Camaro body. This is an Audi A4, Audi TT Quattro. The Audi TT. I drove this car in real life, like the real one. And it was fast. I even drifted in four-wheel drive, okay? But that was like the twin-turbo 225 horsepower model, not the regular 1.8T model. That was a twin-turbo. Anyway, there's some stuff to do here. And today, I am thinking about restoring it. All right, so I bought this one a while ago, and the goal is to restore it, obviously, right? Like, what do you do with old Nitros? There's only one thing to do, restore them or look at them. Well, I guess that's two things. Okay, here we go. Check it out, guys. The vintage greatness over here. My first ever Nitro, and you're looking at it. Now, there's one obvious thing wrong with it. Could anybody point it out? I'm going to hold the camera real slow. Someone point out what is obviously wrong with it. You know, other than the fact that it needs restoration. What is obviously wrong with it? And it's not really the end of the world, but it makes things uncomfortable. So tell me, what do you see that is not good? I'm going to read some of your comments as they come in here, guys. All right, Lucas got it correct first. He goes muffler. Then we go ACD got it right too. Stinger. That's right, guys. I'm not going to read the rest because basically I just answered it. This was a common occurrence on these old pipes. The stinger was broken. So, you know, it's a plastic composite pipe. Oftentimes, if you had any side impact damage, this would break off right away. Now, luckily, sometimes also it would actually damage the tank and there would be a crack in the tank. This one seems to be okay. We got an original primer. This was my first ever Nitro RC. And actually, these are going up tremendously in price recently. Now, I know a viewer here, Manuel Maldonado, recently experienced himself the best one of these, the RS4 3 Evo. I think Evo Plus was the last generation one, the one with a T3.0 motor. Well, basically the same exact chassis. This is a single speed, but as they went on, these were produced for like about 15 years, called the RS4 3 chassis, but there were many models. There was like the SS, there was the RS4 3 Evo, Evo Plus, whatever, you know, stuff like that. All right. Fixes it. Oh, we got a good suggestion here from Earl Moorhead. Go screw in a pipe fitting, fixes it. That's not a bad suggestion, man. But you know what? In the future, I probably will just get a metal pipe. It's no big deal because, as you can tell, also another super power robbing item here is this 90-degree header. You don't want a 90-degree header like this. But this was very common. And in fact, if you look at modern HSP cars and even a lot of the Exceeds, they still have headers like this. This is because they copied HPI. Now, I don't know if HPI copied someone else. It's highly possible, although I really doubt it. Anyway, the motor, what do you think? Do you think the motor is seized? What do you think, guys? Of course it's seized. It's a freaking Nitro. I can't pull it, guys. Come on. Of course it's seized. That wasn't even a real trick question. They're always seized, all right? Now, the main cool feature on this chassis, I'm going to show you guys. Oh, we got Bevins Racing. What's up, Bevins Racing, man? You know, just talking a lot about RC here. We just ran this electric 4-tec, you know, down the street. You know, it ran pretty good. No damage, no impact, no runaways. So I think fairly successful. And this was my first ever hobby grade Nitro. And I will never forget it, okay? Now, let me show you some of the cool features that HPI came up with when this thing first came out. During this time period, like, people were super interested in cleaning RCs. And they're still interested in cleaning RCs. I would say some clean them too much. The radio tray. Now, if you think today that Arma has a convenient and removable radio tray, or like they call the power modules, let me tell you something. Check out this entire radio system. Now I have basically the clips out. Check this out. Entire radio tray assembly comes out. All you got to do is just remove this brake cam. Entire, all the servos, the receiver, the battery, the throttle servo, the antenna. There is nothing easier to clean than this, guys. This was what made this chassis super sickening. Also shaft drive. So the prior generation, the RS4, it was belt drive. You know, 3 belts. That was common. A lot of RCs at this time were belts. And the HPI was really the first to go full shaft drive. Now, can anybody point out the first model HPI during this generation that was the first to have shaft drive in their cars? What was the first? Let me place the camera here and then we will talk a little bit more about this. And then I will actually open up the motor. So the question is, what was the first car to actually have shaft drive during this generation? All right, I appreciate all of you guys being here on Thursday Night Nitro. Cannot be killed. All right, so answer from ACD goes MT. It was the HPI Nitro MT. That's right. Joe Hutchinson got it right. Also Nitro MT. So Nitro MT. Actually, I think we should thank it because that had shaft drive, and so does this. If you notice, even like the steering, look how smooth the steering is. No parts binding, no weird like swelling of plastic. This is a 20-year-old. No, this is I think 22 years old. Yeah, this is probably 22 years old. Oh, maybe 21, I don't know. It's old enough to drink, I think, at this point, you know. Actually, when Nitros are born, they're old enough to drink Nitro right away. So, you understand what I'm saying. It's old enough to drink. But beautiful, purple anodized aluminum chassis. You know, when I first got it, I was like, why is it purple? And at the time when you're like a kid or whatever, purple was not a color you were proud to wear. Like, you would never buy a purple shirt. You would never wear anything purple. You would make fun of purple cars. But in the RC world, for some reason, purple was king. I don't know. Go figure, right? Go figure. I don't know how they decided purple. I mean, honestly, I would have went with like blue, but HPI went with purple, and now everything is purple. All right. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, we got a good question here from Slotty GW2. I'm gonna answer it right here. Oh, we got Dion, been a channel member for 10 months. Thank you, bro. Okay, let me answer this question from Slotty GW2. He goes, hey, Dimitri, can you teach us how to bypass the Easy Start blue wire glow plug igniter so we can use a normal glow stick? All right, so what you're saying is on a Traxxas Easy Start system, you don't want to use the blue glow plug wire. That's fine. I almost never use it. Just remove it. You can disconnect it. There's like a lead that it disconnects from. Disconnect it or just keep it somewhere on the chassis, doesn't matter. And just simply use your own glow driver. There's no requirement of using the Traxxas glow plug wire. In fact, it's often recommended to use a regular glow driver. Well, not recommended, but like in my opinion, because you know, it drains the Easy Start battery, especially if you're running like their regular 6-cell pack, which is bad. But basically, there's no reason you have to use the blue glow plug wire for a Traxxas product. There's no reason. We got Speed Freak. How you doing, man? Thank you all for being here. We got about 100 people watching. If you multiply that by 50, you get 5,000. Okay? Do you get 5,000? Yeah, you get 5,000. Okay. All right. Now, it's time to look inside the motor, guys. Look, it's motor time. Should I save this for tomorrow? I don't know. You guys want to see what happens when we open up the motor? Because this motor is completely seized. I actually want to run it. And my goal, Pain in the Bass here with a good question. He goes, do an update on the Traxxas Nitro Sport. Man, I'm glad you asked that. And thank you for being a channel member as well. There's a video being filmed on that this week. Okay, the video is being filmed on that, and we will continue with the repair. You'll see the actual Traxxas Nitro Sport repair and run, and the update on that. Okay. Now, Cody's cart goes, what happened to that exhaust tip? So these were plastic exhausts. Like oftentimes they were snapped. Almost always they were snapped. Don't be surprised if you see plastic exhausts like this. In fact, even metal ones. Many times I've bought like metal pipes. They're almost always bent also. It's just a matter of time before like a touring car like this slams something on the side and you basically have impact damage. It's unavoidable. It's like voting and you know, having your opponent lose. It's basically all the time. That's kind of what happens. All right. Now, the mission now is to check inside the motor, guys. And then we're going to have to see what happens. Now, tomorrow, I don't know what's going to happen. I have a big adventure planned. We might come home with a very old Traxxas. Okay? A very old Traxxas that I can almost guarantee you nobody will guess. There's probably only one person in the stream now that might know what it is. Okay? But that's for tomorrow. And it's going to cost me some bucks. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's going to cost me some bucks. Let's continue with this right here. We got a question here from Jordan Hughes. What motor upgrade would you recommend for a Nitro TC3? My .12 is blown. Well, that's a good question. We got RC Show Off. He goes, the Hawk. No, bro, not the Hawk. Something else. It's larger than the Hawk. There's only one car that could possibly be from that generation. So you need a motor for a Nitro TC3. So those are old motors. The problem is there's not many. What you need is an OS 12 TR. You need an OS motor from that generation. And that's going to be your problem. I highly recommend for any used vintage TC3, you basically need an OS motor, because there's not many small block motors out at all today. Really, the only one that's sold brand new is, well, the SH18. A-Main has the SH18 actually. Yeah, the SH18 would work. You need side exhaust and you need a pilot shaft. And you need a pull start, technically, right? Well, you could run a back plate also. But you need a rotary carb and you need a pilot shaft motor, okay? Off the chicks goes Vertex VX18. That's also an option. A lot of those, like, they're similar to the SH motors. I highly recommend you find a nice used OS, maybe 12CV or CVX, something like that, maybe CVR, if you're lucky. Okay, hold on. We got a good comment here from Joe Hutchinson with a $5 thank you, bro. He goes, would you please make your live streams that you delete still available as a perk for your channel members? Okay. That's a good suggestion. I will consider that. We got Pain in the Bass. Hold on, with a $2. He goes, can you get parts for the Nitro Sport? You know what? There's tons of parts for old Traxxas. That's the whole thing. Like, that's the best thing about old Traxxas. You know, think about it. What do you really need parts for? Like, honestly, in my own experience, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, all right? Really, the most common things to go wrong with used nitros, you know, considering you don't crash them, okay? I'm gonna say this right now, considering you didn't try to kill it, you're probably just gonna need a carburetor. Carburetors go bad, you know, like the dust boots go bad, stuff like that, or anything motor related. Now, luckily enough for the Traxxas Nitro Sport, it's a basic Pro 15. They still sell them brand new. I just looked up the rebuild kit for the Pro 15. It's $35, okay? Connecting rods are sold. It's easy. Actually, that vintage Traxxas Nitros are absolutely cake to get parts for. But I gotta tell you, don't try to kill them in terms of chassis parts. Don't crash them. Run proper FlySky radios with fail-safe features, and that way you will really reduce the amount of killing you're able to do. Okay, but motor-wise, as long as there's parts for motors, you should not have a problem at all. Now, let me get back to the request to make my channel, you know, unlisted videos public, for Joe Hutchinson. It seems that for channel members, I will be doing specific videos in the future. I already have a couple planned, like short videos with like no bullshit, you know what I mean? You know, where instead of 5,000 people watching, we have just like a couple channel members. Not 5,000. I wish it was though, but no. It's not that easy. There's something wrong with like the YouTube stuff, and it's not that easy to post channel member videos because it posts it's not a direct channel member. It goes in the community section for some reason. Anyways, we'll continue. Let's open up the motor, and I wanna make this drivable. I remember how this ran when it was brand new, and it's gonna be fun. By the way, guys, I want to tell you something. Did any of you read the new RC Car Action magazine? Because I read it, and there's a nitro in it. And you know what kind of nitro is in it? You're not gonna believe it. It's a RS4, Nitro RS4. They're doing like some kind of restoration. Honestly, like, I think somebody wrote that article. It wasn't me. And it's a very high-end one. Looks like it was like left outside for like 8 years. But it was bad. Go Fast RC. The answer is yes. There's a link in the video description, man. That will be ideal. Okay. Now, we have stuff to do. Okay, it's getting a little late. I'm hungry. I might have to go to Taco Bell after this. Now, depending on what goes down tomorrow, we might get the world's rarest Traxxas. I don't know if it will go down yet. It might. But I could also be binge watching Korean Netflix shows. We just don't know. Okay. Oh man, my tripod is broken. Oh man, this is not gonna work, guys. Hold on a second. Okay. Let me switch this here. Okay, that's not gonna work either. Hold on, guys. Damn. Tripod broke. Okay, well, this is gonna be a problem. Okay, whatever. We're gonna have to view it like this. All right, guys. Let me know how the quality is for lighting and everything, and we will get to work. Okay, so the goal is remove the cooling head, check inside the motor. That's basically the goal in every video. There really are no other goals. All right, now need a screwdriver. Here we go. Okay, guys. I've adjusted the camera a little bit. Hopefully it's sufficient. Oh, it's something with the way the lights are set up today. It's not good. Makes me unhappy. Okay. You guys let me know if you can see everything here clearly, and I will start taking the cooling head off. Now these use Phillips head screws. That's the main problem. So hopefully none of them are stripped. This is a regular Phillips screwdriver. Let's go to town, guys. We have to take off the motor head, cooling head. By the way, not a single scratch on this. It's incredible. You're almost never gonna find an original head like this. It's never gonna happen. Let's go. Okay, first screw is out. What do you think is gonna happen? Is it gonna be garbage or what? So we already know it's seized. Magnetized, baby, magnetized. We already know it's seized, so that's that. Okay, we got this one. So far, 2 out of 4. Okay, 2 out of 4. Let's get a third one. Okay, that's good. Good job. Okay, last one. Okay, that one wasn't even really in that much. All right, here we go. All right, now we're gonna lift this off. Let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Guys, what do you think? I'm gonna show it to you. I think this is a miracle. This honestly looks like a mini miracle. The motor is like new on the inside. I cannot believe it. It's not even at top dead center, it's at bottom dead center. It's obviously completely seized. I can't pull it at all. So even though it's completely seized, it looks brand new. Well, that's because, you know, there could be gunk at the bottom. Obviously, I have to remove this entire motor and like really clean it well. But look at that. It looks not bad, right? Look at that. It's legit almost flawless. Not bad. All right, let me see what we got going on with the glow plug. All right, so we got the head over here. I'm going to just see if the glow plug works. We'll see how that is, although it doesn't matter. You gotta reuse one. Oh man, glow plug is nice and red too. Look at that. You can't kill a vintage HPI glow plug, guys. Can't do it. Can't kill it. It's pretty sickening, right? Yep, I agree. All right, man. Carb is not even stuck. Look at that. The actual venturi for the carb spins. Can't believe it. Usually the rotary carb is 100% stuck, and you have to remove all of this and freaking clean it like too much. But once again, even though it's totally normal looking on the inside, you know, technically if I heat this up and put some oil in it, it will probably free itself up. But normally what I do is I remove it, I clean all of it properly, and then I have confidence to actually fire it up. But technically, you know, some people take the easy way out. Not ideal. I don't recommend that. All right. Now, let's go back to me here for a second, guys. What do you think about that? It's sickening, right? All right. The fuel tank in this one, let's check. Yeah, fuel tank is empty. It's very clean. Very clean. Okay. See, let me just check some of the questions here you guys are talking about. Someone's talking about the Quick Start XL. Not sure what you're referring to. You're referring to the Savage rotor start system? I'm not sure. Either way. Let's continue. Anyway, guys, I think this is gonna be a fully restorable Nitro. You know, I don't want to have to replace this engine. I like running stock engines. To me, you know, reliving the experience that I had when I first got into the hobby is key here. I know many of you guys, you know, probably regret selling your first RCs that you had, whether it's electric, whether it's Nitro, it doesn't matter. You know, at a certain time, you just got to sell in order to buy more. But now that you know, generally we're older, we have more like disposable income. A bee is trying to get me over here. Hold on. You got a bee right over here. Okay, we got the bee out. We got the bee out. Now let me just check something here online. No change, no change. All right, now, that's what it is, guys. What'd you think about this? Can't kill a vintage Nitro, right? What'd I say? Okay, yeah, cooling head is good. I would say this car has a lot of potential, and we're gonna do our best to get it up and running in the future. I might dedicate a whole video to it. We will see. But right now, I gotta dedicate some time to Taco Bell. All right, I really haven't been feeling live motivation lately, but that's nobody's problem. That's my own problem. Let's continue here. Now tomorrow, based on how things go, I might pick up something extremely rare. Pyro Tony goes, where's the Savage? Let me pull it out to you. Hold on, man, hold on. I'm gonna show it to you, and then I'm gonna have to probably depart in a little bit. All right, let me pull it out for you, and I'll show you the Savage. So, back to this classic right here, guys. The world's only true factory ready to run twin motor Savage. Now, just because I called it a twin motor doesn't mean it's a Nitro, okay? It's not a Nitro, it's an electric. Now, that's okay. You know, it's still an actual Savage. So these were called the E-Savage. And obviously because they're electric. So they have dual 550 fan-cooled motors. This is made to basically compete with the E-Max of the time, but I'll be honest with you, this would get destroyed by the E-Max. The E-Max would kill this. All right, the motors are very good. I've driven this previous. I have videos on it. It's not bad. Suspension, you know, they're trying to stick to the Savage formula with 4 dual shocks on every corner. So you have the basic Savage formula here is what you have. Savage formula, we have dual battery packs on each side. So this could fit a single 6-cell. And on the other side, also a 6-cell. Very well balanced chassis. As you could tell, it's as symmetrical as possible. You cannot get any more symmetrical than this. All right, guys? It's pretty sickening, right? I know. Bottom of the chassis, we have very similar drive shafts, just like the E-Max and the T-Max during the time period, although these do look much beefier. There is a video of this where I crushed, you know, WL Toys with it. I do want to say, unlike the E-Max, did not have any aluminum. The E-Max had a basic plastic chassis. This has the twin vertical plate chassis, just like all T-Maxes. So, I mean, yeah, this is no joke, just like the Savage, you know. Unfortunately, oh, pain in the bass goes. You take on the Kevlar brakes for the Savage. I don't know about, what do you mean? You mean the Nitro Savage? You mean? I'm not sure. The Kevlar brakes for the Nitro Savage? I don't know, man. The regular Savage has very good brakes. Why would you need better brakes? Some people upgrade the brakes, but the thing is, you shouldn't need a brake upgrade. If your brakes on like a Savage are bad or a T-Max, it's because they're not adjusted properly, or your linkage is binding, or something's going on. The brakes on Nitro monster trucks are very good. Okay, they're actually, those are the only good things. All right, now Brakes on a J-Do, not good at all. Those are the bad things. In this case, we have a single speed. I really wish it was a 2-speed, but it's a single speed. I've driven it before. It's not fast. Okay, the E-Max is much faster than this. So I would think that is where the flop was for this particular chassis. I really wish this was a proper 2-speed, just like, you know, the E-Max had. Although it's a high and low, it's not really a 2-speed. You know what I'm saying, guys? All right. We got a question here from Dion. Dion goes, hey, have you ran your USA 1 yet? No, man, I have not. I've been busy repairing vintage RCs, you know. But I got to get around to it, you know. Yeah, so got to get around to it. Oh, hold on a second. I got something going on. Hold on. All right, hold on, guys. I gotta take out the trash, okay? We got 5,000 people here, so just enjoy me taking out the trash, all right? Congratulations, taking out the trash. You want to see how I take out the trash? That's how we take it out. Should we do it again? Okay. All right. You see this right here? This is trash. You want to see how I take it out? Pretend that it's an electric arm of diff. Okay, you ready? Trash just disposed of, guys. You send your trash my way, I'll beat it all up. All right, now. Pyro Tony goes, how rare is that Savage body? I have one too. This is for the Nitro Savage, I'm quite sure. It's an actual HPI body. Now, it was put on this E-Savage. This is actually a little bit smaller than the old Nitro model. So this is actually a 10th scale Savage. It's actually quite small, but it's pretty rare. Okay, let me put it back on here. As you can tell, like on this chassis, the body does stick out like a little bit behind where the bumper actually ends. But like, what are you gonna do? That's just kind of how it is, you know? Okay. All right, guys, well, my tripod is broken, so I can't even adjust any angles now. I'm gonna have to stand like this now. Can't even adjust it anymore. I'm gonna have to buy another tripod after this. Freaking broke, one of the legs broke. I was cleaning and it broke. Let me see if there's any more garbage that needs to be taken out. All right, we're garbage free for now. By the way, check out the NitroGang grapes. They're coming in. These are gonna be Concord grapes. They're not ready yet. But soon, well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send, well, actually I can't afford the postage on that. Okay, we'll get to the, we'll cross that road when we get there, okay? There we go. Now, I'm gonna be here for a little while more and then I'm gonna bail. I got stuff to do. Okay, Dion, I can't try one, bro. I'm gonna get sick and throw up. I have to eat Taco Bell in a little bit, man, come on. All right, Dan Davidson goes, had carbon fiber side plates on Savage. Looked good back in the day. Oh, man, I remember those upgrades. Yeah, everyone used to get the carbon fiber plates. Well, not everyone, but yeah. Off the Chicks goes, please send your Arbor boxes to Staten Island so we can take out the trash. I don't mind, do it. You know what? I feel like kicking that box again. Hold on. Forget the box. Check this out. What do you think about that, guys? Do you know what happens to guitars on this channel? They often meet some kind of nitro that wants to kick their ass. This is gonna be no different. All right. Oh, we got Barista Craig. What's up, bro? Go sickening 4-tec. I ran it, bro. I'm sorry you missed it. It's dark now. I can't run it again. I might do a little demo on it in a little bit, but right now we're talking about taking out the trash and killing some guitars later. All right. I wonder if I could do a spinning kick into this garbage box right now. Okay, hold on a second. Everyone, thank you all for joining. I see people saying they missed the video. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to stay on a little bit more. I see people are joining and motivating me a little bit. Okay, hold on a second. Now, this is a twin motor Savage. I'm going to talk all about it in a little bit. Unfortunately, I got to kick this box's ass. I don't know how I'm going to do it. There's not much space. The grapes are kind of coming in and trying to take out my space over here. Yeah, I don't know if I can kick it like this, actually. Hold on. I got to figure out how I'm going to do this. Nah, that was not a good one. I need to put it over here and kick it, but I got stuff over here. I can't kick it like that. I want to really kick its ass. All right. I think, how did that look? Did it look okay? I'm gonna have to rewatch that later. All right. Now, for everyone just coming in, we just ran a mechanical speed control vintage electric 4-tec, okay? And it didn't even break. I couldn't believe it. It didn't even break. Okay. Now, hold on a second here. Okay, just adjusting some stuff, okay? Dan Davidson goes 8 out of 10 on the kick. You gotta understand, bro. I would have had a 10, I just didn't stretch, you know? I'm sorry, man. I really wanted a 10er, but I didn't stretch. I can't risk injuring my hamstring, you know what I mean? Now, all right, so for today, we talked about the sickening HPI Nitro RS4 3. The engine it's repairable, okay? This is gonna be a runner, guys. It's gonna be a runner. 4-tec, we just ran it before. If you missed it, guys, you got to go back and watch a little bit. I'll be sure to make a dedicated video for just the 4-tec alone because, you know, doing it on the live stream is not ideal. I need like a better audio setup and stuff like that. Now, oh, I see I just got a video notification here from Earl Moorhead. I got to go watch his new T-Max video. He's been dealing with a lot of sickening T-Max 2.5 problems. Actually, the first time I saw the T-Max, Barista Craig goes, what motor in the 4-tec? Currently, it's the Stinger 20 turn. It's the stock Stinger motor. But I will be installing the motor you sent, which is a sickening T-Max, okay? Okay, sickening T-Max, donated by Barista Craig. Earl Moorhead goes, Nitro 4-tec coming back soon? The answer is yes. I am working on putting in a new 2.5 into the Nitro 4-tec. That was actually going to be the video topic today, but I'm outside and it's kind of dark. You wouldn't be able to see. Actually, let me see what video notification just came out right here from Earl Moorhead. I got to go watch his new video. I'm going to read it right now from Earl Moorhead. I got to tell you, I'm loving his T-Max adventures. He goes, Traxxas T-Max, the difference in transmissions and why the classic spur gear spins out idle. That is a good topic. That is a good topic. Actually, Earl Moorhead and everybody watching, many people have asked me in my videos, you know, when they're buying like a used 2.5 T-Max, they go to me, hey man, I'm spinning the spur gear and it's spinning, like I can't get it to catch. Is something wrong with the transmission? And I usually have to say, no, you have to actually run it. You have to run the 2.5 model. There's cogs inside the transmission. And it's a system that protects you from shifting into reverse at the wrong time. But it also is kind of hard to diagnose the transmission without actually getting the cogs to proper centripetal force that they engage. So that's actually the situation. There's a lot of 2.5 situations. The transmission on the 2.5 Classic model is completely different than the transmission on the T-Max 3.3 model. 3.3 is a common 3-speed. If you 2-speed, sorry, 2-speed. You spin the spur gear one way, you'll notice it catches and engages the drivetrain. If you do that on the Classic, it will not do that. So don't try it, okay? Now, let me ask you guys a question. I got an option. Should I do Taco Bell today or right away after this, Popeyes? I'm gonna give you an option. Popeyes, well, it's really an option for me. Popeyes or Taco Bell. I'm not sure. Popeyes or Taco Bell, tell me. Anyway, I'm not staying long tonight. I'm hungry. Actually, my stomach hurts right now. Earl Moorhead goes, people keep telling me something wrong because it spins at idle, so I made a video. I'm glad you made a video because those people are 100% wrong, bro. They're 100% wrong, bro. That transmission is supposed to spin at idle because the cogs aren't engaged yet, okay? Earl Moorhead and everyone seems to be voting for Popeyes. I'm probably going to get some chicken, guys. I got to tell you, I like chicken. Americans, we like our chicken, okay? Now, you know, I've been watching a lot of these, like, Korean Netflix shows. You know, Squid Game, all this other bullshit. They eat a lot of sweet potatoes. Apparently, they like sweet potatoes. Like, as a street food, it's just like a sweet potato. They grill the sweet potato, and then they eat the sweet potato. I don't know. Maybe there's something to it. But you cannot kill Popeye's chicken, okay? You can never kill it. Let me tell you what I mean. And I appreciate you all for being here. Tomorrow, some shit might be going down with a very rare Traxxas. I don't know if I will bring that video out tomorrow, where it will take place, or what will happen. Oh, Barista Craig here with a donation. He goes, Popeyes, bro, also just buy a T-Max 3.3 instead of the Classic. That is 100% the best advice ever. Now, the reason Earl Moorhead is making T-Max 2.5 videos is because he accidentally was shipped the wrong model T-Max. So I will speak on his behalf. I know he watches this channel, and I always talk about how great the T-Max 3.3 is. Unfortunately, he had to learn it the hard way, and now he sees that 3.3 is the way to go. The 2.5, I'll tell you guys, it's cool, but compared to the 3.3, don't get it. Don't get it. You have more garbage for me to beat up? No? Garbage? No response. Just like writing to your senators. No response. All right? Now, let me see what else we got over here. Rebecca Pope goes, snap my clutch bell today on my Revo 3.3 on my jump. Oh man, yeah, so you know, sometimes the clutch bell's springs do snap, but I'll tell you this, we should all be happy that the Traxxas parts, mainly the clutch bell springs, the clutch springs, well, the clutch system itself, the clutch kit, is like $10. Okay, we should be happy that it's easier to replace. It simply goes on, and usually, without you trying to kill the spring, it'll be okay. Usually, all right, usually. And the best thing about it is, there's also super rare. Okay, that was wrong. I'm just hungry. I'm making shit up right now. Sorry, guys. That was wrong. That was idiot comment. Barista Earl Moorhead goes 3.3 T-Max is way better, 100%. Exactly, man. I'm glad you agree with me on that. And I'll tell you, I still run into tons of opposition. It's like, I don't know what it takes for people to just understand that the T-Max 3.3 is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. It's actually better than Ric Flair himself. Okay, you understand what I'm saying, guys? It's better than Ricky Flair. I'm kidding, guys. I made that up. Let's see what else we got going on here. Okay, we got a good question here from 420 Producers. That's a clever username, bro. Clever username. 420 Producers goes, on the Jado 3.3, what's the best gearing for top end? So, obviously, you want to go the tallest pinion you can get or the smaller spur gear you can get. So for speed runs, it's a rule of thumb. Let me tell you, and you will never have to think about this again. For top speed runs, what you need to do is get as close to a 1-to-1 as you can. So the only way to achieve that, and here Rebecca Pope here confirms, you can go up in teeth on the pinion or go down in teeth on the spur. Better yet, do both. But the thing is, you have to be careful. Gear mesh adjustability is a big factor. If you go really crazy on those gears, you might not have a good mesh adjustment. So the Traxxas owner's manual in the back where the parts listings are, there's a breakdown and it tells you what the stock gearing is and it tells you what the optional gearing is. Usually the optional gearing is in bold, or I think maybe it's all the way, whatever, you'll see it. It'll say stock or bold or whatever, optional. It'll tell you the maximum you can go from Traxxas parts. Now, people build speedrun JATOs, and obviously for that, you're gonna have to go with Robinson Racing gears. Personally, I don't think there's a need for it. Just get yourself a slightly taller clutch bell and you'll be fine. You don't need crazy huge clutch bells. You understand? To hit over 70 on a JATO, you already need taller gearing. And you're gonna need a more powerful motor as well. Or you're gonna do like very lean runs on 30% nitro and it'll probably kill your engine. So don't do it. The fastest I've gone on stock gearing on a JATO was 64. But and it was running, it was very fast. Like, it was very fast, all right? It's one of those things. People build like these speedrun cars. The thing is, it's not really usable, okay? Mr. Hana, how you doing? Mr. Hana goes, is the Serpent RTR buggy good value for price? Dude, please use the link in the description of this video. It's the first link. The reason I put it there is because it's very good value. It's very good. I'm telling you, once you see how good that Serpent buggy is in real life, you will actually understand, okay? Because the low C compared to the Serpent buggy is, I'm gonna be real with you, it's trash, okay? It's low grade, it's low rent, it's not good. It's Chicago in 1980s, okay? Of course, you understand, guys, we love all nitros, but what you really want is a Serpent buggy. I put a link for it in this video so you get it while it's in stock. Like, do you and me a favor and everyone else, okay? Emmanuel Galindo goes, do you have any gas boats? No. I'd like to get one, but that whole gas boat scene has become kind of dead these days. I should have gotten the Aquacraft Rio 51 when it was like on Tower Hobbies, before Tower Hobbies was owned by Hobbico. Now that Tower Hobbies is owned by freaking Horizon and Hobbico, all of that shit is the same. There's really nothing. They don't even really... The whole gas boat scene, they killed it. They've gone to mainly all brushless boats now. Okay, but Barista Craig here wants everyone to know that I have a nitro boat. Exactly. And it's actually a hybrid boat. I have two Traxxas Nitro Vs. So I don't have a gas boat, but I have a nitro boat. Nitro boats were very popular. There were many brands that made them. And then after Tower Hobbies got, I think I remember the timeline, when Tower Hobbies got killed by Horizon, it was pretty much done. Okay, so... Jason McCall goes, do you still have the Rovin Shorty? So that Rovin Shorty was not mine. It belongs to a friend of mine. I did the break-in video on it, but that Shorty was not mine. Personally, I don't recommend anybody buy the Shorty because it's more expensive than a basic Baja. It's only about 3 to 4 inches shorter. It's just because it's called a Shorty doesn't mean shit. It's only a little bit shorter, okay? And it's a smaller motor and it's actually slower, okay? So unless you really like that look, I just wouldn't really... really care about it, to be honest with you. All right. Michael Miller goes, he agrees that the Nitro Slash runs with no problem. Nitro Slash is the best nitro there is from a Traxxas right now, in my opinion. Price-wise, I would say the Nitro Slash is #1 for price and features and speed, and then T-Max, and then the Slayer. Although, it could be argued which one should be 2 or 3, but I would say Nitro Slash is probably the best there is, okay? Price-wise and speed-wise. Think about it. Check it. It's in the links in the video here. It says like in stock nitros. The Nitro Slash will be in stock. It'll be there. But the T-Max 3.3 cannot be killed, guys, okay? Emmanuel Galindo, thank you for watching, man. I appreciate the support, saying I love this channel. Thank you, man. No problem. Happy to have you guys here, every day over here. What time is it now? Whoa, 9:14. If I don't go get Popeyes quick, their mobile order system will be down. So what they do is they shut down the damn mobile order system early. I can't order anything. The thing is, I don't like ordering in person because they honestly treat you like a piece of shit when you go into the store. So the other day I went to Popeyes, right? I don't know if you guys have dealt with this. Treat you like you go to Popeyes and there's like an area that says mobile order pickups. I'm in the mobile order pickup line, and I'm telling you, they do not come up to the line. It's like you have to like hunt them down. I'm standing by the mobile order line for like 10 minutes, and I'm trying to make eye contact with these employees, and they're avoiding me like the plague. Now, I'm not gonna read too much into it, but these are just kind of the facts, guys. They're trying to destroy my mobile order experience. Okay. Okay, let's see, what do we got over here, guys? What do we got in the live? What's going on? I gotta read people's comments. All right, guys, I think that's about it. There might be an adventure tomorrow. We don't know. We live one day at a time. One mobile order at Popeyes at a time. We got a question here from Michael Sucha. What's the biggest nitro motor you can get today? Basically the LRP 34, I think. LRP 32 or something. It's not about like how big you can get with the motors anymore. It's really about RPM and reliability. All right. Earl Moorhead goes, Popeyes here always says they can't order a family pack as they're out of chicken for the day. Dude, they treat me like a piece of crap when I go into Popeyes. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you. Taco Bell, very good customer service lately. But it's all management, okay? Yeah, Earl Moore goes, chicken store out of chicken. I know, man. I know. It's sickening. Forza Horizon 5 stuff goes, what's the fastest nitro I can get? The answer is simple, Jado. The Jado is the fastest nitro you can get. The second fastest would be the Nitro Slash. Nitro Slash is highly recommended. You know, don't look for the fastest nitro. I'm telling you, looking for the fastest nitro, not a very good idea. Because to be honest with you, it is very hard to even hit over 40 on a regular nitro, like in a normal parking lot. The thing is, even over 40, by the time you get there, you know, the cars are not huge. They're like, you know, it's a 10 scale car. Even 8 scale, like how big are they? You don't really see it after a while, you know what I mean? Like you see it, but like what's the front, what's the back, shit like that. It's, think about realistically, parts availability is priority. Then, you know, price to buy, purchase price to buy, Nitro Slash 350. Think about that, you know? There's always something bigger, better, and faster. But the fact is, there's always other stuff that is equally as good, but maybe even better for multi-purpose use. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I feel. Anyways. Nitro Dude goes, speed don't matter if you don't have the space for it. Exactly. I'll be honest with you guys. The area I do my speed runs on, if you watch like my speed run videos, that's an old airfield. Like an actual Air Force landing strip. Okay, airfield. Like, planes landed there. Do you understand the depth of how much space you actually need? It's just kind of the reality. Like, you know what I mean? Also, you got to realize to slow down from a speed of over 50 requires like a lot of space to even slow down. So, you know, anyway, guys, I think it's over. I'm going to go now. I got to pack stuff in. I appreciate you all for being here, supporting this channel. I don't know what the future is, what the future holds, but I do know that you can't kill nitro. All right, guys, and hasta la vista. People saying Popeyes. Hold on, I'm still thinking. I know I just said see you later, but I'm still thinking about it. I want to get it. Hold on. All right, I guess it's going to be Popeyes. All right. By the way, don't be surprised if in my future videos you see a whole bunch of freaking Popeyes, okay? It's going to be Popeyes day and night now because supporting the American chicken industry, okay? I don't know why. They got good deals lately. See ya.